So we got YouTube Man and Chia here on stream. Two very well-practiced content creators here in the Smash community of Tri-State. Not a super serious match starting out, as you can probably see from their interactions right now. Hello, Skips. Hello, Sheldon.
Hello, it is me.
What are we watching here?
We are watching Game & Watch and Rob. Do not let Wraith commentate this match. He might have a heart attack. But anyways.
We don't want that here.
No. Tell me how YouTube Man almost died. First of all, I'm not calling him YouTube Man ever again. This is Gons.
What do you mean? It says YouTube Man
This
right there.
is Gons. The great look at Great Gonzales. This is Gons.
I think he just means the Mario Sunshine character. Actually, sorry, not Mario Sunshine.
Look at this, the juggles. Okay, now Chia can't allow Gons to get comfortable here because Gons is, he's not afraid of making a comeback. So he has to kill him now and then be able to get some damage on that second stock. Put Gons in a position where he can't press buttons. Right now, Gons not afraid because he knows he's gonna die to the next hit. So you might as well push your button. Okay, you did. Good job. 78%. It should take Gons a little while to take the stock. Chia can.
Yeah, that's sort of just like Gons' play style. I feel like.
See now, Gons, he's comfortable right now. So now you're gonna see the buttons. You're gonna see the quick reactions and that back air action.
Yeah.
Rob is heavy. Why did that back air kill?
Yeah, maybe it was bad DI.
I don't know. Chia's pretty good with DI. Look at this. What do you do out of shield,
You're right, it
man?
was Paper Mario.
Okay. The traps. Gons could have got a grab just now, but he threw out something else. Was that an up tilt or something? I don't know. Nonetheless, okay. Pretty even game. Down throw.
Oh, but no mash.
Yeah, no match. Wasn't ready. How do you get back down to the ground with Game & Watch chasing you? Chia just wants to get to the middle of the stage. Gons is not letting that happen. Okay. A little overextension on Gons' part. Now Chia
Yeah,
gets
this
the
is a
stage.
classic match of, what's it called?
I feel like in this matchup, the middle of the stage is so important.
Yeah, it's like resource control. It's a resource war.
Yes, for sure.
And the entire stage is the battlefield.
Yes. And, that's a good word to use, resource. And the stage, I would say, is considered a resource in this. The more real estate you have in this matchup, I think the better off you are. Look at that. That side B connected, he could have died.
Yeah, and that's why
Game Watch is pretty light.
That's why Chia doesn't want to let Gons
the
have that much
reflect.
space.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just free real estate. He can just do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, nice nair. Gonna keep him on the platform. Up B out of shield. What are you doing? Okay, just gonna go to the edge. Oh, that dash attack! And you see Chia's so scared. Not gonna didn't come out of shield with anything. Just opted to just get the middle of the stage. I like that choice. Because Gons has no problem. I was just about to say Gons has no problem throwing out a button, then immediately using the forward tilt and the tech.
Yeah, good tech there from Gons.
That had to have been a reaction because
I think
he probably thought that hitbox was over. Or
knowing Gons' knowledge of the game itself, I feel like he probably didn't.
Yeah.
Might have been ready.
His reaction time is pretty busted, man.
That too. That being said, he is down right now to
Yes.
Chia.
Chia doing really well. Here you go. You want some damage, though. You don't want Gons to go into a last stock situation with only 12%. You got to get at least maybe 40, 50%. That way you come back at least a little bit comfortable. Are you running out of gas? Okay.
Oh, yeah, she barely made it.
Yeah. Almost ran out of gas on that one.
Oh,
Thank God
that didn't kill.
Game & Watch doesn't have a kill throw.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
200. Look at this. Robson at 200 right now against Game & Watch. And that back air killed earlier. That back air is strong. It's strength. Okay, nice. Now you're good. You're seeing pretty good right now. You're seeing pretty good. 50%.
Oh, yeah,
now you got some
Watch getting
rage.
shield poked here.
Ooh, okay. More damage. 72 now with some rage. God might die. Oh, okay. Yeah. He went for it. Okay, forward throw. Ooh, okay.
This might
Tried to
turn
hit
out
him with
bad.
the hit him with the jank. The spike. Looked like he was DIing in, so he was on top of the stage on that one.
I think they were already like pretty close to the center of the stage.
Yeah.
Not close to the center of the stage, but they were not at the edge.
And fortunately for Gons. And the punish. What was that? Was that forward tilt?
I think Gonz was trying to grab. I didn't see the chair.
Maybe he tried.
Here, I got stream open.
Maybe it looked like he tried to like get through the platform.
So we got YouTube
but it
Man
didn't work.
and Chia here.
I don't know. Maybe
It looked like Gonz was trying to grab
hey,
for some reason.
Hey there.
Yeah.
You have 2 cameras here.
Yeah, I think this belongs to the venue.
This isn't connected, right? Oh, okay. All right. Game 1 goes to Chia. Great job.
Yeah. Good stuff to her. Gonz is being a little bit more aggressive this time. First stock.
Yeah. And I mean, Gons isn't a player that like gets shaken up. He doesn't really have fear in his game.
Right.
So like, you're gonna have to beat him. She is just gonna have to beat Gons. You're not gonna get like a freebie like, oh, I bodied you game 1, game 2, you're gonna be shook. No, Gons is gonna come just as hard, if not harder, this game. So you gotta come correct. Okay.
Yeah, it's like whenever I watch Gonz play, he's always just taking notes. They don't have to be super like explicit notes, but it's just like when I hear him talk about things that he did in his own match, he'll be like, he's very analytical when it comes to that.
Yeah. Very similar to the Buzz.
Yeah.
The Buzz is also very analytical. Nonetheless, this match looking a lot more even than the first game. Oh, and that forward tilt, so good. All of Game & Watch's tilt moves, it's like, listen, Game & Watch, I have a short
down
list
tilt,
of.
isn't it?
It is the come out of the sewer the sewer thing.
Yeah. Wait.
You could be right. I don't know what Game & Watch does.
I'm
You
pretty
could
sure the
absolutely
chair
be
is
right.
F tilt.
Yes, you are right. The chair is F tilt.
The chair is
So
F
that
tilt.
was down tilt. F tilt strong.
Bro,
cover
that's
spot dodge.
that's a new animation. It's been like a year since Ultimate came out, and I'm still like not used to the new down tilt animation.
I hate Game & Watch. Game & Watch is on the short list of characters that I will 100% complain about until. Look at how far that put him in pitfall.
Yeah, Rob ended up just in the right position there. I'm not really sure why Chia rolled.
It was like the tip of the hammer. Still got bodied. Okay, now you see this is a position where Gonz is comfortable. You can see a lot of buttons. This is where, in positions like this, you have a stock lead. This is where you throw out the mix-ups. Because when you're down a stock, you try and pick the best option in whatever situation you're in. So now Gonz is going to understand that, and the mix-ups are going to fly. Mix-up central. Because if you know your opponent is about to pick the best option, you can just counter the best option.
Okay, Chia trying to regain a little bit of stage
Look
control,
at this.
but it's not working. But she mashes out of the down smash
Okay.
at like 89%.
And that is so good. Up B out of shield, and then you still have all your resources again.
Yeah, Game & Watch is kind of dumb.
Insane, man. Insane. No character has that. Like, you have characters like Sonic or Mega Man who keep resources. Oh, look at that back air. Active. He just dragged the back air down. He just dragged it down, the entire like side of the stage. How do you get by that?
That turtle looking like a fucking snapping turtle.
Yo, for real. Facts. That was a Teenage
How do you
Mutant
get through
Ninja
that?
Turtle.
Yeah. Holy.
It's insane. Like, there's some characters that just get bodied by that. Like, you're not making it back. Roy, bro, just die. Don't even try and come back to the stage. You can have a jump. You can have 3 jumps. You're up B. Everything.
I don't know if like she could have maybe nared and like put a hitbox out.
No, that's tough. The nair would have to be preemptive, and then like you can only use that once.
Yeah.
Because now Gonz is just gonna wait for you to nair, and then you're gonna have to fall all the way down with your nair, and now you're in a bad situation anyways.
Yeah, it's definitely very tough.
Like Game & Watch just forces you to make like stupid decisions to have to recover. Like, you got to pick some obscure, like, option in order to get back to the stage that you might mess up, or an option that you can only do once. And it's like, it just sucks so bad. Game Watch is very, very oppressive.
But Chia is also no stranger to adapting herself, so we'll see how
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
this happens.
I've seen Chia take some sets off some really good players. So
Yeah.
this is definitely not going to be a wash. Or this should not be a wash. But that back air, oh!
Okay, then air catching him there, but...
Okay, opted to go. You see, and look how fast Gonz is able to adapt. Just that situation, he covered low and Chia went high. Now, Chia just went, he went to go cover the offstage option, and he was already covering high. Like, he switches up so quickly. And it's really easy to understand that, like, when you're commentating a match or watching it. But when you're live in action, like, you don't make those, an average player doesn't make those decisions as quick. But Gonz, within 5 seconds of understanding that, he's already making the right decision. Like,
Okay, Chia being a little bit more cautious here with her placements of gyro.
definitely got to be.
I'm sure she's like noticed by now that Gonz usually just opts to bucket it at this point.
I want to see what frame the reflect comes out, because that's important.
Oh, how'd that kill? What happened? Okay, we got down to a ledge.
Yeah, the down tilt's so good, man.
Yeah, if Gonz tried to recover high, that would have hit. You have to be very careful when you're recovering against that.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see what...
Okay, good landing there from Chia.
And Chia not out of this. Like, only 81%. Rob is able to put on damage. It just has to be true damage because, or true combos. Because
Yeah.
Gonz, I mean, the Game & Watch definitely has that up B out of shield. That is a problem.
For the most part, it seems like Chia has been dealing with it pretty well.
Oh, wow. Down B is actually frame 6.
For Game & Watch?
Yeah. Down B is frame 6.
That's crazy, actually.
I thought it was like frame 2 or something, because it looks like it comes out so fast. But even still, there aren't too many characters that have reflectors like that.
Okay, Gonz just opted for a B out of shield like 5 times in a row.
Except for like all the other characters that have reflectors. What am I saying? Wolf? Falco?
Falco's
Fox.
is frame 1, I think.
They all have amazing reflectors. But you know what? They're not as safe as Bucket. It seems like Gonz can kind of like drift with the Bucket.
I know that Game & Watch used to have like a bunch of crazy move and stuff you could do with Bucket. Okay, Gonz is playing a little dirty now.
Yeah, here it goes.
He seems
Gonz,
sort of...
he's going to look to get rid of the stock right
he
here.
just wants to get this over with.
He does not want Chia to get at a disadvantage. Okay, nice. Blaze just can get him out, but the oh, it looked like he reflected the gyro, so Chia got stuck, kind of like in between the mash. Okay, look at that. The gyro doesn't even move. He just reflects it, and now it's his. He just takes control over it.
Yeah, it's crazy, actually.
Okay, man, and look at that. Another.
Whoa.
Look at that. Edge guarder, second best edge guarder in the game, second to Pikachu.
Jesus
Really good,
Christ.
really good. And just like that, you can see Gonz kind of like turn the tides for both games.
What?
Who's the first best edge guarder?
First best?
I don't know.
Who's the first?
Pikachu.
I think he might be better.
I think it's really, really close.
Gon says Pikachu is the first best as edge guarder, chat. You want to talk about that?
Sure.